We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start to drive with White, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You talk about this Washington defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
That's taken in by Palmer. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Palmer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3. And now they'll shift things around. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll set up to throw. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
The pressure came off of the corner, and while they recognized it and turned it into a big play, I'm looking at the defense on that one because when you do bring extra pressure, you have to rotate someone over for coverage, and I think he was a step too late and gave up a big play.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
26. Get 300. Get 300.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Palmer. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
1st down, here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. Marched it. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll go up the middle with White. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
White. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now back to throw. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. But I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
second down and 3. Here's Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jelani Woods, 27 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 21, here's second down and 5. They'll look to throw here. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running out of the gun with White. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Rodgers. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Second and 2. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up. At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Target is to Dotson, and he's getting, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Commanders 14. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 1.
Rodgers going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Out left to Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers.
That one complete out to Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The slot man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Right side complete. That's Woods. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's 3rd and 9.
They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as they'll try the right side here with White. To the 43, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now back to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and 11. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He'll get the hook up there to Woods.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bucs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
There he goes left side.
Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Rodgers now to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Marshall.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
At the 19-yard line.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish. So